Hey everybody, my name is Amae Love. Today I'm going to make a delicious recipe that I created that I call consciousness cake. It's incredibly good and good for you, being gluten-free and sugar-free. Now the reason that I'm doing this is it's part of a promotion for the Amazing Birthday Song Kickstarter campaign that we just launched. It's part of a whole birthday movement about celebrating life, and making this delicious cake is just one part of that. So please check out our Kickstarter page for all the details, and let's get on to making the recipe. So the very first thing we have to do is order some specialty ingredients from some obscure superfood websites. And while we're waiting the 2 weeks for our special ingredients to arrive, we will be able to do 2 back-to-back vipassanas. So now that our egos are destroyed and our personalities no longer exist, we may begin to work with our ingredients. So one of the ingredients that I ordered was blanched almond flour from benefityourlife.com. It's unpasteurized and organic, and it's a great alternative for a gluten-free flour because it's protein-based, which is healthier and delicious fats, and makes it super dense and moist and yummy, which we love. So the next thing that I had to source was some natural sugars. This is xylitol and this is erithritol. They're sugar alcohols that are zero glycemic, and they're safe for diabetics. And good for me because I'm on the body ecology diet, which is a anti-candida diet that I'm not eating any sugar whatsoever. So I found a way around that to get my sugar fix fixed and stay conscious. If you do want to use sugar though, I would recommend coconut palm sugar from ultimatesuperfoods.com. I will be using organic, free-range, and gently massaged chicken eggs. It's good if the chickens had a little bit of psychotherapy as they were growing up as well. I'm going to be using butter for the recipe, but you could easily make it vegan as well by substituting with coconut oil and some egg replacer. So what I'm going to do now is melt this stick of butter with a ½ cup of xylitol and erithritol mixed together, which is what I used for my sugar. You could also use coconut palm sugar, you could use only xylitol or only erythritol, totally up to you. Oh, Mani Padme, oh. So, the next step in making our deliciously conscious cake is to mix together the wet ingredients. So far we've got a stick of butter and a ½ cup of xylitol and erythritol mixed in here. And what we're gonna add is 1/3 cup of canned coconut milk. I used Thai Kitchen organic full fat. So 1/3 cup of a coconut milk. Here I have some almond extract, which just gives it a great flavor kick. I'm gonna add ½ teaspoon of this organic almond extract. This is sweetleaf liquid stevia, an English toffee flavor. Highly recommend this stevia. It tastes super good. And if you use just a little bit mixed with those other natural sugars, you can't taste any aftertaste from it whatsoever. I'm just gonna use that to fill in a little bit more sweet, and you can use that sparingly to taste. I'm gonna put in 3 drops for now, and I'll taste it after I'm done stirring. This is ground organic vanilla bean powder. You could also just use vanilla extract if that's all you have, or you could use both. So this is a tablespoon of ground vanilla bean. So we're gonna take that and stir it together, and then we are gonna take 2 of our eggs and blend those into there as well. So this consciousness cake is full of protein, it's full of healthy fats, it's got no sugar, and it's good for you. So now I'm going to mix together the wet mixture with the eggs in it. You don't need to totally beat the eggs, but just make sure that they are well blended and incorporated into everything. So there we go. There's our wet ingredients, our sugar, our butter, our vanilla, our coconut milk, vanilla extract, and eggs. It is very important for you to maintain your consciousness and stay in your heart for this cake to turn out as blissful as possible while remaining centered. Now we will mix together our dry ingredients. This is our blanched almond flour, 1 cup of it, mixed with 1/3 of a cup of coconut flour. This blend makes for really moist, delicious cake. So we're gonna pour that into our bowl. This is 1 cup of cacao powder from Ultimate Superfoods. It's really fudgy, dense, moist cacao powder, and I really like it. You can use whatever brand you want. This is 1/2 of a cup of shredded coconut, also from Ultimate. I also have a tablespoon of organic cinnamon powder. I like a lot of cinnamon. You could use less if you want, but I'm using a whole tablespoon. So we've also got some pink Himalayan crystal sea salt, very important for maximum consciousness, in a ceramic grinder. So we're going to use 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, which is a few grinds of this. A 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder, and then we can mix up all of our dry ingredients together. The almond flour and the coconut flour can tend to get some little clumps, so just make sure that you smash those down and get those all blended in. So now we're going to pour this deliciously sweet wet stuff into the dry stuff. Oh, yes. What we should get is a very fudgy, thick batter. If you like, you can add some cacao nibs. That will just kind of put a little crunch in there. Now, a very important part of our recipe is to eat your batter. You want to make sure it's really fudgy and delicious, and that is amazing. I think a little bit more sea salt to bring out the flavor. And a tiny bit more sweetness. All right, so we're all good to go. It's delicious. Let's make sure. Oh, I think I really need to make sure. It's delicious. Oh, it's pretty good. I don't know. I need to make sure. Okay, so now we have this thick, fudgy batter. My consciousness cake is really a secret. It's really more like brownies. So the next thing I did is I greased a pie pan with coconut oil. I found a pie pan works really well for this recipe because it's nice for it to stay really flat in a thin layer. So what I'm going to do is take this thick, delicious batter, scoop it into my pie pan, make sure to get it all out of there, and now I'm just going to press it into there so that it is evenly distributed. Oh, it's more fun to use your fingers, isn't it? So now I'm just going to press this into the pie pan. So I call this cake consciousness cake because not only is it gluten-free and sugar-free, but it's also organic and free range and all that good stuff. Excuse me. All right, so now we have our consciousness cake all pressed perfectly into this pie pan. We're almost ready, but wait. Don't forget the very important step. You must sing your heart song into the consciousness cake. A little baby batter, it doesn't really matter that you don't have sugar 'cause you're so sweet to me. my little chocolate batter. I don't think it matters that you don't have sugar, 'cause you're so sweet to me. I think it's ready now. Let's put it in the oven. Yum, Okay, so after only 20 minutes, your consciousness cake should be done. Don't overcook it because you want it to be dense and moist and fudgy, at least I do. So let's check on it. And it's perfect. Ready to take it out. Exactly 20 minutes. Woohoo! Do you like cake? Do you like it? Let's taste it, shall we? Mm-hmm. So, this is delicious, fudgy, moist, dense, gluten-free, organic chocolate consciousness cake. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll try this at home. Please check out my amazing birthday song Kickstarter campaign and give what you can if you like this recipe. And stay tuned for more aspects of an amazing, fun birthday movement, including many more recipes and songs. Good times. So.